Hey guys, Dr. Ingram here, coming to you from a messy garage on my treadmill. Some patients were asking for an update based on the meeting that I attended Friday night. So Friday night, the IABDM hosted a webinar with some scientists who have been studying the contaminant issue in dental anesthetics. And moral to the story is really not much has changed since the last time I gave you guys an update. What she could confirm is that yes, there are some interesting, what looks like contaminants in dental anesthetic. She also found interesting contaminants in distilled water, coming from the syringe, coming from maybe a glass slide, also contaminants in soda. So hard to say, is it just specifically in dental anesthetic? I think it's very possible, if not very likely, that it's not just in dental anesthetic, that it's in many different things, and we're not exactly sure where it's coming from. What was also interesting is she said, we really should get away from saying that it's just graphene oxide, because as far as she can tell, we don't actually know that for sure. There's some aspects of it that look sort of like graphene oxide, but not quite. And she doesn't feel like there's enough consistency in the testing methods that she can be sure that the room is completely clean, that the syringes, the glass slides on the microscope, that all of those things are not the source of the contamination themselves. Another fun fact that she mentioned, if you happen to have been privy online to the nanorobot theory, I'm not judging one way or the other, but she said it's important to note that there are naturally occurring crystals that can, under very normal conditions, can self-assemble in the blood. So just because a scientist saw it in dark field microscopy does not necessarily mean that it's anything nefarious. Doesn't mean it doesn't, but not necessarily something that we could say, oh, this is a 5-alarm red flag. So that's good to know too. Overall, I think it's good that they are continuing to test. We don't know all the answers yet, but I think the moral to the story is that whatever is contaminating these things, it's in multiple different things, not just our dental anesthetic. So that's the latest.